is something that we had talked to you about earlier when we had the Creeping Jenny. This is a different ground cover because this is a succulent, right?
It is, but I do want to just say I grow the Creeping Jenny right alongside our Hardy Stonecrop, and they grow beautifully. You don't have to just grow one kind of ground cover in one area of your garden. You can grow a bunch of different kinds and allow them to create this beautiful mosaic, this tapestry of different colors and textures. And within this collection alone, you get 3 different kinds of Hardy Stonecrop, also known as sedum, which is the way I was referring to it earlier. And they're all beautiful succulents that are drought tolerant and extremely winter hardy, and best of all, evergreen 12 months out of the year.
You know, when you refer to it as a tapestry, that's just so, it just resonates so well with me.
Isn't that cool?
Because as I'm looking at this, remember you're getting 6 pieces here, variety of colors that are coming at home, and it is that tapestry. It is going to be that blanket of ground coverage that isn't going to be something that is, you know, hard to look at. It's going to be something that adds
absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous color here.
You know, I just love the Stonecrop. It is a ground cover that I use extensively in my garden here in Westchester because it pairs with so many other beautiful plants. Now what we're shipping to you guys, you get this 6-pack tray, 6 individually planted plants. You're gonna get 2 each of the Sedum Angelina, which is this beautiful, it almost looks like a pine kind of foliage.
It really does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a squishy pine. Like
it is.
It's so funny.
It is. And then you also get 2 of the Tricolor, which it has this creamy green with surrounded foliage of like a pink and white. So that's why it's called the Tricolor. And then 2 of the Dragon's Blood Red, which is this beautiful, rich burgundy colored foliage. And in the summertime, it really darkens in its intensity and it produces these red colored flowers, which is where it gets its name from.
I think this one's my favorite. I was trying to decide which one. I love the Dragon's Blood Red. I love that deep crimson color to it.
It's so pretty.
But I love the contrast of each and every one of them. Keeping in mind you're getting 6, which means it's $5 each is what it comes down to. Your easy payment, $9.99. This, I'm gonna guess, easy to care for because it's succulent.
Super easy. Get it in the ground, and that's all. Get it in the ground.
Can't complain about that.
And that's all. Now, what's so great is this one plant I just popped out. This grows into this year. This grows into this year. And then year 2, it will double in size again.
But how big does it get? So it doubles from this?
Then it'll kind of stop at about 24 inches around. Okay. And then if you want, you can do something called division, which is really easy to do. Check out my YouTube channel. I actually just posted a video on this plant last weekend, and I show how you can divide, which is a great tool to know as a gardener, and it really helps you save a lot of money.
Okay, I'm going to be looking that up because I feel like that's one of the things
It's really important thing to know.
This is the summer of gardening for us at our house.
Great,
So
I love it.
Maybe this is your summer of gardening as well, as we have been dwindling down on so many of the items here that we have from Roberta's for the season. It's important that you pick up on things that are going to really help balance out your garden in a beautiful way. I love adding the lavender here with this.
And the lavender and the coneflowers.
And I just want to check, I think we sold out of this lavender, but I want to just double check on that to see.
There might be some, just check QVC.com.
There may be
look for lavender from Roberta's. We might have some left. This one or another one, I'm not sure. But I just wanted to give a good idea of some great companion plants.
Well, I'm sorry, that shot that we just had right there, when you said about companion plants, we talked about like the tapestry, the canvas. Look at this.
It's so
the echinacea,
pretty.
the beautiful
it's so gorgeous.
Ground cover here with the Stonecrop, having that lavender, having a little bit of that height where this is down below. I mean, this looks like a painting.
It truly does. Now, these are sun-loving plants, but they can also grow in a half day of sun. So plants that you can pair it with, things like our lavender, things like our Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers, our Asclepias that we saw earlier, our daylilies. There's so many beautiful ways to grow them. And when you're actually growing them in the garden, if you've never used ground covers before, you know, you're gonna plant this about 12 inches behind your coneflowers so that you give your coneflower enough space to grow. And you also give your ground cover enough space to grow.
Okay.
And you're gonna plant these, you know, you can plant these strictly at the front of your garden beds or borders, or what you can also do, you can plant one kind of in the front and then around the sides, in between, behind. You can really start to get creative, but what you'll find, Justin, as you'll spend your summer gardening, you're gonna find, oh, I got like 3 of those trays of the Stonecrop.
Right.
I should have gotten like 12. I should have gotten like 20.
Because you'll find so many places.
You find, I'm telling you, you find place after place. Oh, that little blank hole, what do I do there? I should just put another ground cover there. That's what you'll figure out as you garden, along the journey of gardening.
I'm gonna guess that ground cover here, like other ground cover, means you're gonna be like getting rid of those weeds.
Absolutely, look at that. You don't see any weeds in that picture because it covers the ground so thickly and densely and beautifully. And Justin, I didn't mention this yet, but all 3 of these varieties are going to flower during the course of the summertime, and that is what is going to allow for an even more wonderful evolutionary display of color and textures. Oh, even in containers, it's a great spiller. If you like to do a mixed container, plant these at the base and allow them to overflow out of the edge of the container.
This is a really, really great and unique plant too, which is what we love with Roberta's, is that you're always bringing us unique new things. If you want the potting soil, by the way, the last 10 dozen remain, and that's it. Then this is going to sell out, and I'm about to say as well, and there's a reason for that.
Hens and chicks?
Because the hens and chicks.
Just back on?
Yeah, the hens and chicks, well, congrats to everybody that picked it up. If it's in your cart,